Imagine a landscape so extraordinary that its true purpose has puzzled humanity for centuries. Massive drawings etched into the earth, so precise, so massive, that they can only be seen from the sky, as if created for eyes not of this world. Across the arid plains of southern Peru, a great mystery is etched into the very skin of the earth. Here, in the heart of one of the driest places on our planet, lies a colossal art gallery. It's a gallery not meant for human eyes on the ground. Its artworks are so vast they can only be truly appreciated from the sky. These are the NAZCA lines. For centuries they lay hidden in plain sight, their forms and figures lost to the perspective of those who walked among them. They are silent sentinels, giant drawings that pose one of archaeology's most profound questions. Who created them and why? They speak of a culture with a unique vision and a deep connection to the land itself. The silence of this desert landscape is profound, broken only by the wind, yet this silence is deceptive. Beneath the seemingly barren surface, a story of immense ambition and creativity is waiting to be read. These lines are not random scratches, they are deliberate, precise, monumental. They form a complex tapestry of straight lines, geometric shapes, and enormous figures of animals and plants. From the delicate hummingbird to a giant spider, the figures are rendered with astonishing accuracy. A message from a lost world, a puzzle left for us to solve. What kind of people could have conceived of such a project? The stage for this incredible mystery is the Nazca Desert, a high, arid plateau nestled between the Andes Mountains and the Pacific Ocean. This is a land of stark, almost lunar beauty, a palette of muted colors, reddish browns, ochres, greys. The ground is covered with a dark, oxidized desert pavement of iron oxide-coated pebbles sitting atop a lighter layer of sand and clay. This two-tone geology made a perfect canvas. The unique climate of this region is the great preserver. Lack of rain, minimal wind, and stable ground temperatures have protected the delicate lines for nearly 2 millennia. If these drawings had been made almost anywhere else on Earth, they would have been erased. Here, time seems to almost stand still. The lines are shallow, barely 10 to 15 centimeters deep, yet miraculously clear, allowing modern study in incredible detail. This preservation offers a rare and direct window into a distant past, but the environment was also a challenge for the people who lived here. Life was a constant struggle for water. The Nazca people were ingenious hydrologists, creating underground aqueducts known as puquios to tap subterranean sources. This allowed them to cultivate maize, beans and cotton despite the arid land. Their mastery of the harsh landscape shows they were highly organized, able to divert immense communal effort to create the geoglyphs. They turned the empty desert floor into a monumental canvas, a sacred space connecting ground and sky. The landscape itself is inseparable from the mystery, a whisper from the past that continues to resonate with wonder and intrigue. For centuries, the true nature of the Nazca lines remained a secret even to those who lived here. Local people saw only shallow paths and trenches. Their immense scale made them incomprehensible from ground level. The lines were hiding in plain sight, waiting for a new perspective to reveal them. That perspective arrived with the advent of aviation in the early 20th century. Pilots flying routes between Lima and Arequipa began reporting strange markings below. One of the first to study them from the ground was Toribio Mejia Zespe in 1927. Later, in 1941, Paul Kosok mapped a long line and saw the sunset align with its end, calling the lines the largest astronomy book in the world. Kosok's observation shifted focus toward possible astronomical and calendrical functions. Kosok was joined by Maria Reiche, a mathematician who dedicated her life to mapping and preserving the lines, walking them, studying them from ladders and small aircraft. For over 50 years, she measured, cleaned and campaigned for protection, becoming the Lady of the Lines and securing global attention for the site. Her painstaking work and the publicity that followed brought the Nazca lines to global fame. Today, as we soar above the Pampa Colorada, we become the intended audience, seeing shapes emerge from the desert floor as their creators perhaps imagined. The Nazca lines are more than an archaeological site. They are a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring quest for meaning. They remind us there are still secrets held by the ancient world, mysteries that challenge our modern assumptions. They are a profound and humbling legacy, a whisper from the past that continues to resonate and compel us to keep searching. The NAZCA lines are a diverse and astonishing collection of designs. Broadly, they fall into two categories: biomorphs and geometric shapes. There are over 70 biomorph figures: hummingbirds, pelicans, condors, spiders, monkeys, lizards, stylized and often beautifully rendered. They vary in size, some around 15 meters, others over 300 meters across. The famous hummingbird stretches 93 meters. A pelican can span 285 meters. The geometric category numbers in the thousands: perfectly straight lines, parallel tracks, crisscross patterns, triangles, trapezoids, rectangles and spirals. Some straight lines run for kilometers, maintaining straightness despite hills and ravines, a marvel of ancient engineering. Each figure was made by removing the dark pebbles to reveal lighter soil beneath. Simple, effective, and reversible in appearance. Many figures are formed by a single continuous line, a perfect, uninterrupted path, suggesting ritual processions or deliberate ceremonial routes. The likely method: create a small-scale design, overlay a grid, then scale it up using stakes and ropes, transferring each point onto the desert floor. Smooth curves were probably drawn with ropes anchored to pivot stakes. A giant compass forming arcs of different radii joined with mathematical precision. Experimental archaeology shows a small group using ropes and stakes can create accurate segments in hours, pointing to organization, not supernatural tech. The style of the lines is consistent with Nazca pottery and textile motifs, an important cultural link tying the geoglyphs to local belief and artistic tradition. The scale is humbling. Not the work of a solitary genius, but of coordinated communities whose social organization enabled these monumental acts of land art. Why did the Nazca people pour so much effort into creating these giant desert drawings? This is the central, enduring question. Kosok and Riker proposed the lines served as an astronomical observatory, aligned with sunrises, sunsets, moon phases, solstices, and key stars. A giant calendar for agricultural cycles. Modern analysis shows some alignments exist, but given the sheer number of lines, many correlations could be coincidental. A leading theory now emphasizes ritual. The lines may be sects, ceremonial pathways to be walked, the experience on the ground more important than being seen from the sky. Archaeologists have found small platforms and mounds at some intersections and traces of offerings, tangible signs of ritual activity. Another powerful theory ties the lines to water and fertility. In an arid land, animals like hummingbirds, spiders and monkeys carry water symbolism in Andean cosmology. Many straight lines point toward the Andes foothills, sources of water, suggesting symbolic channels calling spiritual energy and rain. These theories need not be exclusive. The lines could have served multiple roles: calendrical markers, ritual paths, and symbolic landscapes invoking fertility. Archaeology demands evidence. Pottery, excavation deposits, and ceremonial remains show people gathered here, supporting the idea of active ritual use. These finds help date lines and tie them to Nazca settlements, yet they do not give us a single definitive purpose. Each discovery raises more questions. Theories must be held lightly. The lines guard their ultimate secrets. Our interpretations are part evidence, part imagination, and always provisional. Science supplies pieces of the puzzle, but the full picture remains tantalizingly out of reach. The question of how the lines were made has inspired wild speculation, from aliens to lost machines. Archaeology reveals a more elegant truth: simple tools and ingenious methods. Artists removed the dark pebbles to reveal pale earth beneath, piling stones along edges to enhance definition. Stakes and ropes extended straight lines. Ropes and pivot stakes created arcs. Experimental tests show small teams can produce accurate results quickly, demonstrating that the marvel is human cooperation more than mystery tech. Curves are composed of arcs of different radii joined with mathematical care. The creators were not merely artists, but skilled geometricians and engineers. Modern science adds new tools: satellite imagery, drones with high-resolution cameras, photogrammetry and AI scanning aerial mosaics for faint lines. These methods have revealed many faint and smaller lines, some predating NAZCA, suggesting an older tradition of large-scale landscape marking. Excavations near lines uncover pottery fragments, food remains and ritual deposits, evidence that people gathered here for rituals and communal acts. International teams and AI-assisted cataloguing continue to expand the known corpus, adding dozens of new designs and revising timelines. Science supplies more pieces each year, but the interpretation remains complex. There is no single definitive answer, no written record from the creators. The lines are a mirror reflecting our assumptions and inviting us to think beyond our own culture and time. They challenge and inspire us. Ultimately, the NAZCA lines stand as a timeless monument to human ingenuity and the endless search for meaning. A silent, sprawling question mark on the face of the earth. They are a whisper from a lost world that reminds us the greatest wonders are often the questions, not the answers.